Hello everyone. As you can see, there's a tier list right in front of me. I'm going to make a tier list for the list of king titles in Form 2. Some of you may be confused, my Form 2 students, because I did this during class. I recorded the whole thing. There's a big problem, right? The recording is whack, right? The audio, the video is all over the place, and I committed the cardinal sin of mentioning students' names during the class. And instead of like editing the video and censoring your names, I realized I might as well just do it all over again. One caveat though, I don't truly remember the names, like the order of the kings, like where they belong. So it's gonna be a little bit of guesswork, but I'm taking your input into this. Right. So to my Form 2 students, if this doesn't fit your ideal tier list, then I'm sorry. I did my best, but I do take your uh, input. I do take your input into consideration. So we start with Majapahit. So Majapahit is a Hindu Malay kingdom from the 13th century, started in 1291. It is the youngest kingdom, Kerajaan Alam Melayu, that we studied. And youngest means it's the one, it ended in around 1520 plus. Forgot the exact year. Dia diserang oleh Kerajaan Demak, right? So they have a few different kings, tapi mereka menggunakan gelaran-gelaran yang berbeza. The first one we learn is Maharaja. Maharaja means great king. It is a very basic name actually. When you consider later on, there will be a lot of other stuff. So at the beginning, I was asking my students where they belong, and we went putting it at around like B or something. I'm not sure. I think it's A or B, and I'll just place it at B. Spoiler alert, because the next name is Sri Maharaja. So Sri means respected. So this king is great. He's respected. Maharaja just now wasn't respected. All right. Probably because people just don't feel he has enough aura, or the vibes are not there. It happens, right? There are some, like even in K-pop, you have some groups that are very good at what they do, but they just don't get the respect they deserve. Yes, I'm talking about ITZY. So so my decision was I'm gonna put Sri Maharaja at A, because Sri has to be above Maharaja, but you guys don't agree. So instead, what happened was you guys went to put Maharaja at like A and Sri Maharaja at B or something. You guys decided that, you know, the name Sri Maharaja was a bit tacky. But so I don't really remember. I'm gonna place it like this first. This list is dynamic. Like I said, I'm using a little bit of memory and my own opinions as well. So we got Maharaja, Sri Maharaja, and the next one is Sri Batara. This is the controversial one. Sri Batara has a few different meanings. In some, they just say Sri Batara means ruler, just the ruler, the king, right? But in other sources, they say that Sri Batara literally means God. Sri Batara. And this name, with this, like assuming we're talking about God here, it has to be S tier or A tier at least. But everyone went for, teacher, it sounds like better rank. So we have to place it really low. Like they decided to place it at C or something, which is crazy, sacrilegious, blasphemous. But you guys did this, not me. You guys explain yourself. Right? So you decided to put Sri Batara there. Maybe again, you guys felt that the name is a bit tacky, a little bit try hard. But then you guys, it's not consistent. Your reasoning. Because next up we have Dewa Raja. Okay, guys. Dewa Raja is the list of, out of all the kingdoms, right? We have Angkor, right? Angkor is the second youngest. It's from the 9th to the 15th century lah, right? Dia runtuh disebabkan oleh constantly being attacked by Daviet, right? No, that one is Champa. Angkor, why did they collapse? I actually forgot. Oh, this video is not in a good start. Either way lah, right? So they got Dewa Raja. Dewa Raja is the king, and Dewa means God. So Dewa Raja means God King. Has to be high up there. At least a A, maybe an S. But you guys felt the name Dewa Raja is terrible, and you guys wanted to put it at D. Now, I cannot accept that. All right, because Dewa Raja is actually a great name, but you guys did not agree. Therefore, we will have to compromise and we place Dewa Raja at C. You guys really have no respect for divine beings, it seems. Right? But that's just you, right? Nothing doing me. So we move on to Sri Vijaya. Sri Vijaya is the third, right? Existed in the 7th century. Jadi Sriwijaya dia hanya ada satu gelaran raja saja. Raja di gunung, Maharaja di pulau. That's a very long name. Okay, 6 words. Raja di gunung, Maharaja di pulau. And a lot of you decided to place this either at S or A. Okay, S or A. But let us analyze this name a little bit more. See, Raja di gunung, he's the king in the hill. Maharaja di pulau, he's the grand or great king in the islands. So what this means is this dude is only great when surrounded by water. All right. So when he is in the hill, Raja di Gunung, he is just a king. He's not great. Okay. So maybe he's not very good at hiking, right? It's like imagine the scenario. The king is like, you know what? I'm gonna call myself Maharaja. And the advisor said, sorry, lah, king. There was that one time you got lost in the jungle. All right, when you are hiking up the hill, we have to conduct a search and rescue, and we found you. You were screaming in pain, something along those lines. So we decided, you cannot consider yourself a great king if we include that incident. So the king decides, can I, at the very least, call myself Raja di Gunung? Like, I might not be Maha, but I am Raja di Gunung. So eventually he got his name. Right? But a lot of you love this. Like one of you said, this name goes hard. Which I find hard to believe. But you guys decided, and I respect you guys. So Raja di Gunung, Maharaja di Pulau goes to 8 here. It hurts me to see this. Like Maharaja is like, bro, but I'm great, surrounded by water and up the hill. But somehow, Sri Vijaya gets A. Okay, so that's Raja di Gunung, Maharaja di Pulau. That's Sri Vijaya, only one gelaran. So we move up to Champa. Champa has one gelaran as well. Raja di Raja. Raja di Raja means king of kings. And I would say this would belong above Maharaja or at least equal to it, right? But a lot of you felt that it is really good, Raja di Raja. Because some of you said that Raja is great, right? Raja is a good, nice name. Raja di Raja is 2 Rajas. So it's like twice the greatness. So you guys decided to place this into A. I do not know if I agree with that. This is not the worst decision you've made in terms of this, what do you call it? Tier list, right? I mean, this whole tier list has been a disaster. You could flip it upside down and I probably would agree, but this is what it is, I guess. By the way, guys, if you're wondering, oh, teacher, why do you look like you have low energy today? Because I played pickleball like a few days ago, and they say that pickleball is a game for old people. It's true. And I would like to add this. I am too old for pickleball. That is how bad my experience went. It is basically all the muscles in my body just decided to go haywire. Like they all go in different directions. My ankle, my knee is basically begging for help and mercy. So yeah, I'm still recovering from the after effects of pickleball. You see, guys, one day you'll go old and you understand what I'm saying. Right now, you're probably thinking, oh, teacher, pickleball is like playing in, like making sandcastles in the beach. I'm telling you guys, man, one day your body will give up on you. All right, just like how you gave up on your studies. Next up, we have Funan. Funan is the oldest kingdom in Alam Melayu. They have 3 gelaran, but one of them is Raja di Raja already, and we put it in A. So we have another 2. One is Kurung Benam. Now, Kurung Benam means Raja Gunung. Raja Gunung. And some of you decided to either place it in A or place it in D, which I don't understand because Kurung Benam, it has to be lower than Raja di Gunung, Maharaja di Pulau, because at the very least, this dude is good in the islands. Sriwijaya is half island, right? Kurung Benam is like, I'm Raja di Gunung, but when I'm in the Pulau, I'm not even a Raja. I'm just a bystander. I'm just, I'm just kayaking. Hopefully it doesn't it doesn't capsize. So a lot of us agree that Kurung Benam should be either D or C. So we decided, I believe, to place it in C. But I have a student who said Kurung Benam should be an A because it just sounds exotic. And some of you are like, but Kurung, as in baju kurung, kena kurung, and Benam sounds like benang. Kurung and benang. So does it make it more cool or less cool? I don't know. I don't know what goes on in your Gen Alpha heads. Are you guys Gen Alpha? You guys won't admit it, but you are. Next up, lastly, we probably saved the best for last. Chakravatin. Chakravatin bermaksud pemerintah alam sejagat, the ruler of all universe. And everyone immediately, the moment I typed this down, the moment I wrote this, all of you went on a typing spree shouting S, 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 S. And you know what? For once, I agree with all of you. Chakravatin is just such an incredible name. But I've talked about this in class. If you guys feel that Batara and Dewa Raja is try hard, Chakravatin, the ruler of all universe, I think is like the ultimate edgelord move. All right, where you try to compare with each other. I remember you like when you're younger, you go, hey, my brother is stronger than your brother. My brother is in standard 4. Oh, my brother is in standard 5. My brother standard 6. Huh, my brother standard 7. And then the argument ends there, not because we all know standard 7 doesn't exist, because you cannot count above 7, right? Like after 7, you're like, it's like 0, but you have two zeros, and then they flip it sideways. You guys don't even know what's going on. So that's Chakravatin. You guys are trying too hard. And that's the only criticism I can have of this name. And the sad thing is that Chakravatin is a name that the Funanese king used between the 1st to the 6th century. Kerana Funan dia wujud dalam around a space of 500 years, and it has never been used again. It is weird. All right, I feel that it's such an incredible name, but maybe to the point where it is so difficult to live up to. All right, maybe some of these kings will be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna call myself Raja di Raja. Hey, how about calling yourself Chakravartin? Oh, no, 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 no. That's too much. I'm not up to that stage yet. So guys, that's Chakravartin. And that should be the end of it. That should be the end of it. Because these are the 5 Alam Melayu kingdoms that truly, right, we have a lot of record of. But then, Kedah Tua. See, Kedah Tua, the kingdom, we don't really know much about it. Right? We don't know who is the king, or even if they have a king, because in your buku text, they wrote that Kedah Tua is led, diketuai oleh, well, a ketua. So let me get this straight. Kedah Tua diketuai oleh ketua. All right. I don't know if that's really what he's called. I hope there's a great name for it. All right. But if this is ketua, if this is what we've got, then we have to place it at D. All right. We have a god king. We have a great king. We have the king of kings, the ruler of all universe, and this is the guy who decides what to eat for dinner. It is not even in the same scale. And Kedah Tua probably should have gone for a larger post, but I think you guys already know Kedah Tua eventually became a vassal state for Srivijaya. Maksudnya Srivijaya go to Kedah Tua and they force Kedah Tua to submit to them. So Kedah Tua probably has to pay taxes to them every single year. Jadi Kedah Tua, to be honest, is not that strong. And most of the time, I think the people that we call Ketua over here is probably a leader that is hired by Srivijaya. So Srivijaya is like, Ketua from now on, right? This is your leader. And then they have to listen to it. So this is the leader. He's probably not the top guy. He's the downline of maybe the Raja di Gunung, Maharaja di Pulau. So, guys, this is our tier list. We don't know what the kings in Ganga Nagara is known as. Maybe it will be Raja, and if the name is Raja, it'll probably be in D, just slightly above the Ketua. So guys, here is the tier list. If you have any questions or anything to add, go ahead. Otherwise, that will be it for now. Nice background, right? It makes me look intellectual. Like this is a very important formal meeting. Anyway, bye-bye.